it like all straightened out here, and it's a little funky. A little funky. Alright. It's gonna do its thing, so it's fine. It's charging right now, so alright. I already did the header cards. See, you cannot see it. It's a little too much. Okay. Let me just get this all situated here. I'll unplug it, and maybe that'll change the orientation of this thing. The chicken wing, because it ain't no thing. Hold on. I also have to check the audio. It's been a while since I've done this, and it's always like a little different. A little different. Okay. It's funky. Alright, I don't know, man. I'm trying to just do this thing. Alright, we figured it out. We're gonna figure this shiz out. Shazam! Oh, God. It's alright. It's all good. Anyway, welcome back to my expanded divine panel of the Infinite Eight to divinely intervene as needed for my highest good, aka the highest good. Alright, why is it doing this? I don't know. Bear with me. Well, what can you do? I mean, you could channel flip. That's perfectly fine. I'm going to hold you to anything. All right, so here. Okay. These are the energy cards. I did the boop. I did a silent boop anyway. And so left side, King of Wands in upright. This is the recipient side. And by the way, we're doing, personally speaking, EDC number 6. My new form, all inputs and the inputs approved. If that's what I remember here, give me a second. Goodness gracious. I'm trying to figure it out. All right, come in here. Okay, it says my self-actualizing form. Yeah, because it's the lover's card. Duh. The new inputs approved. Fantastic. I'm not going to spend too long on here. Okay. Not too long. All right. I just see my viewers, my subscribers winding down, depleting. But I think it's only because it's like a algorithm, numbers, political, whatever. Political sciatica game. Anyway, that's the left side. King of Wands. Okay, this is like new networks or expanding networks. That's what it implies. Then we got over here on the doing side. And you know what, let's get back to this. Let's go ahead and dissect this like it's a freaking high school English class, okay? My title, my self-actualizing form. The new inputs approved. Okay, so it's like what I'm gonna put up with and what I'm not gonna put up with. That's the inspo of yesterday's experience. Existential experiences, not crises, but the management thereof. Anyway, that's what I'm doing. What is it? Nicki Minaj, what is her? What is that? I don't know. What did she say? It's because it's finally solved. Whatever. All right, I don't remember all the lyrics, but I think you know what I'm talking about because I do that clap, 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 clap. Anyway, right side, doing side, 5 of Swords in reversal. What I won't put up with, what I'm gonna forego. I don't need to play the piston contest. I'm good with that. That's what I experienced yesterday. It's so important. Let me tell you. Okay, I'm gonna emphasize this because you're gonna be like, oh, Tina's human too. Yeah, yes she is. So you cannot judge a book by its cover. Duh. But even more so, like, so I think that's what people think when they see me. And a lot of the times I'm hearing through, or I've heard through the grapevine. I don't know if that's true so much now. I'm a lot more forward, upfront with my energy, a lot more transparent in that. And you know what you don't see is what you shouldn't know. It's not your time to find out. But I in my current environment, I size someone up to be like, oh, so friendly and cute and whatever, because she appears to have like this raver type of like look to her, and I'm like, oh yeah, okay, so she's in the plur category. No, fucking bitch, fucking bitch, biatch. That's what she is. Like underhanded, like juvenile bullshit games. But you know what? I'm just speaking from a point of observation and talking like it's for real, for real. Like I don't need to talk smack on her life because her life already projects itself to be all smack dab in the middle of the mush pot like bullshit arena. And so like that's how she was raised, and maybe that's all that she knows. But I don't need to add that, and like I don't need to admit myself into that game. Having the all access pass of the Ace of Pentacles, the golden ticket, Ace of Pentacles in reversal in my hands, doesn't mean that I have to like engage with every arena that's presented to me. So if a pissing contest presents itself, you know what? Piss all you want. I'm not interested. So just like it's so like it was the exact opposite, like unreal exact opposite. When you encounter someone and high hopes, off to work we go, do, high hopes, high hopes, high hopes, high hopes. I know that's not what they say, but that's basically what I feel like wherever I go. And some people prove you wrong. So whatever. But I'm just appalled at like like underhanded comments, joining the group ABC. See your fucking way out of the conversation because you bring that bullshit here. Like always trying to like it's nasty divine like, how is it? Nasty like oh, how do I say it? Okay, let's speak in love and light here, okay? I'm gonna give that energy some room because she's young, but a juvenile young, and I don't even want to talk about it. It just feels like another distraction. So okay, that's the point there. Okay, so now my self-actualizing form isn't gonna put up with somebody's bullshit. Like I welcome them into the conversation, and they proved me wrong. Why should I get disappointed? I was looking for answers anyway. I was feeling out the energy. It wasn't just a plain flat out welcome, but like to see what I'm appalled at what people do with their opportunities, especially when it's like, goodness gracious. Anyway, there's that. Okay. Okay. So now the segue cards. Okay. I've already slept. I don't know what time I went to bed, but I was at a decent time, and I have to get back to doing some things and formulate some questions and answers and some points. And all right, so Page of Wands. Okay, talk about starting something. So what is this cue here? Okay, relative to what is it? Personally speaking, EDC everyday carry number 6 in light of the Lovers card. My self-actualizing form. New inputs improved. Okay, so 4 of Swords. Chew on this. How about them apples, right? Queen of Pentacles, the apple tree. Is it a giving tree? The I don't give a fuck about you tree. Okay. 10 of Swords. Yeah, let's talk about that. Oh my god, that's a assassin card. Assassinate! Execute! Anyway, 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, because that's the total shish kebab energy. I got my gun cocked, as far as like like shooting discs basically. Shooting shit, but bigger shit, That's what I like to do. That's what I'm all about. As the Queen of Pentacles, that's the best mother. I am focused on the bigger fish, okay? and all the rest get fried. All right, so 10 of Pentacles, that's Marsha Wells. This is legendary with a 10 of Swords right there. And then right here, 2 of Cups. Look at that. What are we talking about here? Good bonds, good relationships. That means you don't engage in everything, okay? You manage your resources. Okay, input upon input. We're talking about builder mentality. This is kind of like Project Architect, but this is like this more elevated fashion within its real-time scope of what I experience in the here and now. So these 5 coming through, flipping up. This is, well, my goodness, talk about flipping up things, okay? So what do you call it? Is that what they call it? The flip, you know, in like a makeover of like the DIY. Yeah, that's basically what's going on here energetically. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so this is my segue card. Start her up. Vroom, vroom. Look, Page of Wands. Doing King of Wands, big shiz stuff. Yeah, that's right. Okay. I know that's right. Who's that, Cardi B? Anyway, all right, so those are the segue cards. Now we're okay. Well, this is energy header. This is the header cards. So I'll bring it backwards. I'm gonna reformat this. So now the energy cards here, okay? Because I did a boop. I did a formal boop, even though you weren't there. I was here. I did the boop. Okay. So we know that it's a rough world out there. So Omega Land Tarot. Did that not feel good? I know it did. All right. Hold on. I gotta pull this stuff here. So hold that for just a second. Okay, here we go. So what do you guys like? Do you like it better when you see me or just the table? Page of Cups in reverse, secret admirers, or giving love to myself, accolades, 8 of Wands. Okay, what is this mine here? Mine here. This is communication, and this is the inner talks, the inner guidance. This is healthy talks. You know, what do you call it? Healthy dialogue, inner dialogue. Okay, that's what I like it. I mean, that's the most practical way to take care of yourself, to show yourself some love, some accolades. That's what I gotta do. That's what I've been doing. That's what they're telling me. So as far as the gun-cocked energy, this is more like, it is the most practical level. These are my, this is like the inner pep talk. Okay, like, okay, let's get it. Let's get this thing going. You know what? Let me go ahead and see. Is this thing on? Ooh, it is working. My audio is working. Uh-oh, is this copyright upon myself? Just kidding. Sorry. People are so serious about that stuff. Okay, so anyway, about this. Okay, secret admirer? Yes. No, this is, again, okay, so the primary is what I just talked about. There might be some things, you know, as far as secret admirer stuff, like, let me just put this on the table here. Just wanted to say hello. That kind of energy. But, it's about a rooster, you know, crowing. Something about, like, a lot of cocking of guns and rooster cocking, crowing, you know, whatever. Anyway, but like that's like all minor compared to like the here and now of like what's substantially significant. Not saying that these energies are insignificant, but there are more substantial, significant things, I would say. Okay, so we're there. Okay. Where are we now? We're at 14.06 seconds. Minutes, anyway. Something like that. All right. Oh, okay. So these are the energy cards? Yes? No. That's the preview. Okay, so energy. Boop! 3, 2, 1. Castle! 5 of Swords and 7 of Cups. I think I like it. Now, this can be a little confusing, let me tell you. You know why? Because we just got 5 of Swords in reversal on the prefix. on the doing side in reversal. And now it's upright. Now you're telling me it's upright. What does this mean? Well, let me tell you. Calm down. Shh. On the recipient side, I show that I have the one up. I don't need to stomp into somebody's yard and say, 5 I've been here a longer time. I know what you're up to because I can just blah 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 blah. No, I just walk in. You can see I've gone through some battles. If you look closely, I don't even need any micro expressions. They're already embedded upon my being. That's part of my blueprint, darlings. Okay? So if you see it, good for you. Bravo. If not, I'll just say I'll think the best and future bravo to you because you shall see it. Anyway, that's the recipient side. That's on default. That's the energetic RBF. I don't need to show you that up front, like on my face. I don't need to position myself like that. It's there, okay? Anyway, on the doing side, 7 of Cups. This is being highly resourceful. Look, I'm gonna lead us to, I'm gonna go to that price. You can either come if you don't, but I'm not gonna micromanage your shit, okay? 7 of Cups. All right, this is getting to those resources. The action mode is being resourceful in order to get there. You know, this is a Hyoka empath, like running solo on an adventure state, like Tom Sawyer, and with the potential of, you know, Goonies type of energy. Yeah, there's some danger there. I know. I fucking know. It's right there. It's like, so anyway, it's like having like a nice plate of a meal here for you, and then there's like an array of like the forks and spoons, the utensils, right? This is the utensil, like, and then but then one of the utensils is poisoned. Oh, scary! I know the potential danger. You know, like just getting to that meal part. I fucking get it. I understand that. That's why I'm not gonna micromanage you guys, because I got my own thing that I got to figure out here. Fuck your thing about silver spoons. I'm gonna worry about like my own thing. Okay. All right. So there's that. Okay. All right. All right. Moving forward. Chugga 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 choo choo. All right. So my self-actualizing form. The new inputs approved. Okay, so what does my expanded divine panel of the infinite aid want to advise to me? Okay, that we're talking in a lot here. Okay, so 9 of Swords in reversal. Don't stress. That's what this is all about. 2 of Pentacles. The loading process. Like, this is kind of like part of the unknowns. Like, you know, it's a toss up when you're having to engage in new parties like that, you know, maybe have a sense of nostalgia. Like they well, I don't know why I'm hearing proclivities, but like they have this like little mischief managed sensation of like, oh, that might be my kin crew, but it also might not be, whether or not they put on the work or whatever. So it's like a toss up, right? A coin toss, basically. That's what that feels like. 2 of Pentacles in reverse when it encountering these energies, and you're like, oh, you're a lazy ass motherfucker. I could tell in your energy. You know, you got a lot of shit to say, and all like your action oriented items are bullshit. They're all just because they're all geared towards like how I'm moving. Like, mind your own fucking business. Mind your own fucking energy. You know what I mean? Like you know, these energies are kind of like leeches, because like their sense of personal direction is dependent on another's, and so it's like a shortcut by, you know, like, you know, when like a like freight train, or like a you know, those large, not moving vans, but those like commercial vehicles, like trucks, when they're moving fast, the aerodynamics, like if you get behind them, which you're not supposed to do, it kind of like picks you up along the way, like, you know, because of its volume, aerodynamics. I don't know how to explain it, but you know what I'm talking about. So this is riding upon the coattails of another energy, like, you know, based on what we just talked about. And navigating, like, so they could take the easy ride. That's like a backseat driver trying to call the shots. It's bullshit. Anyway, temperance. So he's just saying this is all chill. There's some debris in the water. It's like when there's waves crashing down, it's like, so like, don't stress. That's part of like the volume of the wave. The bigger the volume of the wave, the bigger the crash and more turbulence that depicts on the bottom. So more debris is like flushed out, like fuck, you know, like it's that's basically the broth of the ocean of whatever we're going through. And it's like, okay, so it gives me more flavor. Okay, I got something to talk about. But there's actually more than that. So it's important not to get hinged upon this energy or unhinged about this energy, but just to see that it's part of the, like, the whole savory experience, you know. So just relax, enjoy the ride, and just don't mind these energies very much, you know. It actually keeps me, it gives me an excuse, the opportunity to become more agile in how I, you know, flex between moving here and there, and what to say and what not to say, how to, you know, it's definitely like, you know, if this energy was more relaxed, more chill about their ways, if, you know, was less aggressive about how they address certain situations, then I would be like, oh, don't it's like, shh, don't say anything because she's here or whatever, you know, like, don't like, but because this energy is more aggressive, my tone, my demeanor is like kind of adapted to, if she were to come over in an AB, you know, see your way out conversation, it's just like, oh, I just changed the topic. Easily just like use my swap to change the topic and be like, oh, yeah, well, I gotta be going now. I have, you know, this thing to tend to. Like, if I want to sit there, just change the topic a little bit, feel out the energy, and then I can see my way out, just because, like, I don't need to be around that, you know. Once I'm around a more vocal group, they can easily like change around the energy, assist in changing around the energy, so this energy does not feel welcome, or this energy is more influenced to be more proper with their energy, rather than coming in with a volatile front. Yeah. So that's that. Anyway, there's that. Okay, so it's important to have perspective, don't you think? Don't you know? All right, so there's that. Okay, what else do we need to know here? What do I need to know here? So far, it obviously shows that I'm doing well in picking up on this energy. Again, every day is just like so different. It does really feel like what do you call it? Papa Mau, Papa Mau. What is it? I feel like it really is a simulation. Like, we're all kind of like subsets of programs. You know, I mean, we've talked about Matrix, you know, but that makes it a lot easier to process. Because once I'm able to realize that in hindsight, it's like, okay, well, that I can take it with like kind of a grain of salt, like each day, one day at a time, and allow myself some grace, like a grace period. So even if there are aggravators out there, I have like such an awesome support crew that watchers upon watchers upon protectors, and just like these layered things that we're not all very conscious to. You know, there are greater, more evolved, developed, ethical beings out there. And so to have that kind of protection and connections is is highly substantial, and so it makes my days feel a lot more like there's already forgiveness embedded into it. And so like I don't know what this whole plan is all about, um but I'm a lot more mediated in assessing what's in front of me. And uh mm, this is just one element, okay? So I'm not gonna kick and scream about, like, I'm not gonna complain about this energy, really. It's just something that is very, very obvious that, you know, if you're gonna stick your ass in my face, I'm gonna go ahead and comment a little bit about it. But then there are other figures also. There's like subsets of this energy. It's like a kind of a reality check in how people message themselves. A lot of people are, you know, can be forthright, but at the same time it's like a little bit of a rude awakening what to find out what people's ambitions are in life. Like you know what I'm hearing? A song, you only love me when you want punani, that kind of energy. That's what it's anyway, it's just I think I'm enjoying the single life. Bye, Shikai. Anyway, what do you want to tell me? My expanded mind panel of the infinite. Am I moving along just fine? Oh, Knight of Swords. Things are moving quickly. Ace of Swords and Eight of Swords right here. It's like, yeah, like somebody's like watching me, watching what like my where I'm at, basically the like a trap, maybe. I don't know. This is a lot of swords back to back. Okay, anyway. I did peek out a little bit, so I just have to kind of see what that's all about, too. No, this isn't trapped in this context here. It's just like where I'm at right now, like where I'm supposed to be kept. It's like play dead, kind of like fake hostage situation. No. Anyway, remote viewer type of energy, or long distance like viewing, like immediate view, immediate access in viewing, but also immediate access in accessing if need be. Like akin, AKN. So something about being like very close, like very similar, akin. I know we're missing the I here, but there's something missing the I. What the fudge? So this is not. I don't know. Missing the I, is that like turn away from I? What is it? Smashing Pumpkins. Turn from the gates of heaven, or something like that. Yeah, it's Lost Highway type of energy. Anyway, what does it say on the billboard? I gotta see it. Males? No, 19 miles. Oh my gosh. It says it right there. 19 miles. Okay. 19 is the sun card. Looks like Red Rock Arena back there. Ooh, we got a performer here. It gotta be, because Ace of Swords, that's the throat chakra. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, billboard. And the Red Rocks. Red Rocks is a very, like, a big venue. Like, it you know, like I say, like, oh, you moved to New York, it's a good indicator. It's indicative of your journey and your pursuit in your elevation of your platform, where you're going in life. I don't know, like, I was never like, oh, I'm going to New York. I never, but that's something that's been on my feed recently, about the implication of what New York means. Oh, New York, big city of dreams. Something ain't always what it seems. Might be fooled if you come from out of town. Something dog pound. Too much. I served too many people. What? Too much. What the frick? That's funny. Okay. I don't know if that was like a mix. I don't know. I'm just calling from memory. This is channeling. Anyway, blue, that's also the throat chakra, if I'm not mistaken. I feel like it. I mean, swords is speaking, vocalist. It's. We've got a musician here. We've got a musician doing a great. I don't know if it's. I can't say it's like a rising star. Maybe it's a rising star, but I feel like if you're a Red Rocks, you're already there. You're there. You're there. Anyway. It's complete flattery. It looks good on the energetic resume. Anyway. All right, so moving forward, have I captured the eyes of an artist? Okay, Six of Cups in reverse. Oh, the Empress. What is this? I think this is. The Empress is holding, like, okay, this is a sheet of all your soul contracts, okay? And they're listings, like, all potentials, okay? And then they have the ability to turn up, like, for real, like, to be rectified, to be unearthed, okay? So I feel like that might be it, because this Four of Wands, I just noticed that. Four of Wands, yeah, definitely. Okay, so Four of Wands is home and hearth. Okay, look at that. Look at that. Okay, home and hearth. Potentiality. Empress. Derp. Okay, yeah, the Judgment. See, it's a sandwich. A sandwich of, like, is it gonna happen? Why did I hear pootie pie? I don't even know what the frick that means. But anyway, this is the potentiality, like, is it gonna happen? Is it gonna turn up? Some turn up. These are the legendary, like, I am worth it. This is heritage. This is not every day is lemons. Anyway. Okay, Two of Cups. Oh, what is that? These are the no's. The ones that are obvious, like here and now, like, nah, I'll pass. Okay. This is not like, oh, the grass is greener on the other side. It's like, your grass is fucked up. You got to do something with that lawn type of energy. Okay. Until we meet again, possibly, maybe not, but good luck on your garden, basically. Yeah, leaving it, oh my gosh, for sure. Oh my gosh. You've been caught red-handed. That type of, like, this is assassin. I gotta do it. Do or die. Flux Pavilion, for sure. When you encounter these bougie energies, like, up your button around the corner. There we are. I'm right here. Yeah, so sizing everything up correctly. There's no lacking in that data. Okay, so now that we've turned the rock over, let's see what's on top. What's basking and bathing in the sunlight on the top, like a beautiful lizard doing push-ups. Knight of Coins. Yeah, just waiting, just chilling. Okay, what is it bringing? What you bringing, boy? Nine of Swords. An emphasis, like, I'm here. I'm coming. Okay, so what is this? Like, yeah, this is working long days and long nights and showing up, and now, like, the wands, Nine of Wands, have become sharpened and weathered by weather, like the hailstorms, and so now there's spears, like like darts on the top. Nine of Swords. So the emphasis is, like, I'm basically working overtime and getting there. Well, getting where? Tell me. I don't know. Five of Cups. First off, my focus is, graceful goodbye, a graceful exit. So it's one day at a time, and you could definitely, like, that is so legit in that atmosphere of taking one day at a time and moving forward. You can say that for any walk of life and at any age range. That is a legit feels of, you know, of living your human experience. Okay. All right, so moving forward, this they said still move forward with this. Okay, fine. Do we drop these? Put it back. Put it back. I'm gonna put it in reverse and yeah, reverse. Yeah, I just go with it. Cut the deck to Devil in reverse and the Empress showing over there. Yeah, so this is the right way to go. Like Joe, the Empress is very upstanding. I have no complaints. There shall be no complaints with an Empress in upright, especially with a Devil in reversal right there. Like I know what needs to be done. Without you overexpending myself. Like that's basically the proof of the Queen of Pentacles putting her sense into action. You know, like every penny counts, and so every dollar counts, and so this is kind of the wealthy energy projected, but like, yeah, I'm doing something about it in its most practical state. I'm not going to obsess over anything. Like, I know what needs to be done, and so I'm not going to give more than even half a fuck if I don't need to. Okay, so there's that. Okay. Anyway, let's move forward. I feel like I've been spending an hour on here, but it's what, 36 minutes and 9 seconds. I am, Sam, I am. Thank you for your well wishings. Oh my gosh! What is that? What is that? Skrillex. Oh my, what is it? Oh, but it's also Ricky. So is it? I don't know. Slick Rick. There is it. Oh my gosh! But then that's also Skrillex. What is that? Scary Monsters and Nice Sprites. Yeah. So, but then Slick. I forget Slick Rick. Anyway, okay. So, Nine of Cups in reversal and Death in reversal. Okay. So, this is transforming what, some cards flew, but I just got a little, I had to check my playlist in my head. Okay, so Nine of Cups. This is rewriting. You see, Page of Swords is an understudy to happiness, or like my life experiences, to my like higher self. Okay, I am the understudy to my higher self. I need to rewrite the conditions and transform what fulfillment means to me. Okay, fulfillment isn't just like having a placeholder in a fucking cup. It's not the satiety of just the here and now. It's more developed than that, especially after going through all of this and the prefix, the precedents, the markers of success, of victors. Anyway, so there's that. Okay, what comes after that here? Oh, look at that. See? Derps. Derps. Yeah. Okay, allow myself some grace period and some flexibility. Like, I'm unorthodox. I am a high priestess, yes. To the normal layman, it is unorthodox to operate that way. So this is like coming in with an attitude that is like a batitude. A baddie with an attitude. No, but like that's what it is. It's gung ho, but not like being like having a lead foot on the trigger, basically. You know what I mean. You know how it goes. You've seen other people, how they operate. Okay, so this too, or just this? Okay, we'll just get this, okay? All right, so what flew onto the side that saved itself right over here? It is the Queen of Swords. That's how I know. The prefix to this energy, with that's like, okay, see? Like, job well done. Applause. So what fell on the floor, though, the singular card that fell on my 8 of cups is the Hangman. You see? Oopsie daisy. This was by my bad. You could have seen it just a little bit in the beginning. I was doing a pre-reading there, but that was actually when I did the reading. It was I think it was done up, right? Anyway, it revealed itself. It touched on that, but face down. Okay, so having to leave something being objective to it, not being hateful. Like, we're not matching the energy there. It's just matching the energy, and like, you're obviously encountering roadblocks. Your interpretation of that is well seen, but I don't need to respond to it directly. Okay, some of the messaging is in its evolved states is more effective in just walking away from certain prompts, to other people's scripts. Okay, so this is again being objective to that and kind of leaving that behind. That's history. Like, I've grown past that, and you would hope that other people would grow past that too. And the only way to kind of encourage that and teach and is to set an example for it. So this is the best way to do that. So I know that I've had some really poor examples with elderly friends. They should have known better, and they chose to use the opportunity to flex because they felt no longer superior to an energy that they felt that they underestimated. And so, being from an older position and observing these more juvenile states of expressions, I have to, I have to use my scope of experiences to place myself properly in this arena. And so, I'm not going to lash out at these, hostile juvenile energies, because they're encountering their own roadblocks. And so, like, the Heyoka way is just to show them their truth in the raw, mainly based on their own energies. Okay, because they're going to see it one way or another. But the other distraction is the headbutting type of energy. Like, people don't see it once you kind of fuel their aggression. So if you kind of leave that behind, then they're off to see like their more self-sabotaging ways. Anyway, moving forward. Anything else that you want to convey to me, my darling? My darling expanded divine family of the infinite, which includes my extraterrestrial divine fam. I'm interested in what my extraterrestrial divine family has to say. It doesn't matter if anybody over here doesn't believe it. If anybody over here doesn't believe it, it's okay. It's okay. I do. Okay, this is my reading. Okay, what's brought here? Okay, so we're seeing this. We're seeing this brought, no stress, okay? This is the calm. Calm yourself, okay? Here you go. Here's some funding. Here's a little fuel, okay? 3 of Cups. So this is a kind of like a private, a silent victory, a silent celebration. Yeah, as long as I can put food on the table and get the bare necessities under scope, then fuck yeah, that's what I'll cash in on, this world has become very turbulent. I'm pretty sure it could be far off worse for me, but the ability to get the basics down pat is already leverage. Like, I don't have anything to complain about. As far as fame, fame can bring a whole lot of noise as well. I guess the only reason why I ever wanted fame is to be known for what I am doing, like, so that's like my work speaks for itself, so they know who to come to, who they're, that there's you shouldn't be afraid of me. But like, not to have to like self-promote constantly, that the work shows for itself. That's the only reason why I ever cared about fame, for its mere practical nature. That's it. I have very basic like, I don't know, I mean, yeah, I just I want to get to a point where I can feel like I have the opportunity for a more expansive bucket list. that I can get to that, where my bucket list isn't just like comprised of my DIYs, are not just, how do I say it? My bucket list isn't comprised of just like fixing and mending things that have broken. You know what I mean? Like, how crazy is that? That someone as successful as like, I am very successful in what I do. I'm very good at what I do. And like I'm one of the top. And in some cases I am the top. But I it is such an injustice and such a shame to see that my bucket list is just mending broken things right now. And it's like, in its granular sense, like I'm good with part of like a division of my bucket list to have those opportunities to fix things. But I also want to encounter it, like the freshness and newness, like of blooms, you know. And so maybe this is just teaching in itself. Like, when you become a higher priestess, how do you become a higher priestess? A higher grounded priestess? And yeah. So right now it's about mending debts. And not building upon them. And that's given me a little bit of breathing room, but not 100%, because like I'm just, again, in all of its vagueness, where I'm at, they still say that I'm safe. I don't even know how the fuck that even is possible, but you know, the world works in mysterious ways. So, am I still safe, or do I need to jet out of what do I need to change? Like, what's the advice? The Hierophant and reversal. Breakup? No. No, this is very unorthodox. This is like the huge anomaly, okay? My life is in a huge anomaly right now, okay? So, what do you say about that? Okay, my moves for today. What do you want? Sure. Okay. King of Wands in reversal, Magician upright. Extroverted. Okay. And then over here is the Seven of Pentacles. Again here. So patience. This is, so I guess becoming a high priestess, like, you have to become well versed in different walks of life. So it's a little bit of like role play in different atmospheres. To each their own. It's per context. Sometimes you have to live a certain role, like in order to, when you're placed in a certain arena. And here it's showing me this is like, both of these are internal. This is me, extroverted. This is the alchemist, but going about it in like a King of Wands, like underground, like player type of way. And I'm not saying that, like, this is not saying that I'm a player, but sometimes I have to engage in certain, maybe like, what is it? Unpopular belief, or popular, whatever that term is. Okay. Um, I I suppose the way I am, structured or unstructured. As far as alchemy in this arena, this is what fits. Like, I'm kind of like one of the boys, but not. So, there's a lot of leverage in, like, kind of pacing, engagements. Like, people get who I am, but they also get what is very obvious in its, in its, in my attractions as a magician. Okay. So, I mean, these people exist whether or not I'm there. But I have a very good impression set up on it. Like, I'm one of the few that they can tolerate, and more than just tolerate. And so there's a likeness in me that they see. So, like, if I can play similar hands, I can also learn from, like, it's kind of mentorship in the streets kind of energy, like understanding, like, what is it, street smarts, not just like book smarts type of energy. So, when you have that, when I have that kind of influence in that arena, then I might as well take that. If I make, like, a grizzly bear feel more, you know, akin to me, then naturally, then, like, why am I not going to use that to advantage? They're going to give me more insights. They're going to, this is what it's saying. So, this is the high priestess in, like, discovery mode, and it's, like, creative mode anyway. Justice, yeah, see? Derps. They can come in very handy when fucking needed, for sure. They have certain connections, for sure. That's the fucking King of Wands right there. So, like, there are other facets of my life where I'm dealing with shit. And, I can't expect, like, oh, the buck stops here after I'm done dealing with this sort of arena. But at least it allows for some breathing room to get to dealing with my other shit, so I don't have to call every part of my life shit. And so when I encounter these energies, the likeness of these energies, they know how to figure shit out, like what I'm behind the scenes anyway. They have connections that can pertain to, like, to alleviating mass murdering bullshit out there, that is, like, poorly acquainted assassins that are trying to get at me. And so this is, I wouldn't even call this a silver lining. That's like a lifeline right there. That's a potential lifeline that could, where, most people say, like, oh, these people really fuck shit up, player type of energy. But, like, everybody has, like, some sort of, how do I say it? Like, this is this is definitely an anomaly of a situation. That's what I gotta say. Okay. All right. So I got 10% battery here, or was it? What does it say? Yeah, 10% battery on here. Okay. Scusami. All right. So, all right. Anything else? So you want to say? Expanded divine panel of the infinite 8. Oh, there's 3 of Pentacles. I like it. Opportunities. Page of Coins in reversal. These are investors providing an opportunity. That's interesting, isn't it? Okay, look at that pivot. Look at those turntables pivot. All right, final thing to clarify. It's coming to, that's correct. That's correct. With, it tastes so good. This is flavorful. Let's talk about this broth right here. Oh my gosh. So So this is an approved opportunity. My life is changing for the extreme better, greater benefits. This is, as a reminder, personally speaking, EDC Everyday Carry number 6 in light of the Lovers card, my self-actualizing form, the new inputs approved. Okay, I like it. Okay, so now time for the takeaways. Yes? Yes, okay. This is the first deck. Bottom is up. Oh, I told you about the golden ticket, didn't I? All right, top of the. Okay, I guess we're just doing both. Ace of Cups, look like the cookie and the cup, and nothing to worry about here. How freaking awesome is that? And forget about your worries and your strife, the bare necessities, but it's more than the bare necessities. Nine of Wands showing up, okay? It can be chaotic out there. Oh, talk about chaotic. That's crazy. You still show up when shit goes down. But even as shit goes down, like, this is kind of like the aftermath. Like, I am kept safe even when I show up. Very, very strange. I don't even know what to say about that. Now, time for my 3 takeaways. First one is ding, 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 ding. Extroverted. 4 of Wands in reversal. Extroverted. Paradigm shift. Movement. Movement. Moving. Residences. Establishments. Parties. Associations. Level up. Level up. That's a level up. Yeah, I like it. I like you. I like you. Clarified by. Da da da. Potential victory. Okay, all right. This is kind of okay. 10 of Wands. We saw somewhere here, yeah, and in reversal, that's like putting down this burdens, and so there's like a deviation in the constructs here in the building atmosphere. There's potential victory, and there's like a moving of, what is it, leveling up. Yeah, so it's like go long, so you throw like the 10 of Wands out into like saving them into another arena. Yeah, so this is kind of like personal inventory. All right. So personal inventory is managed well. It's not like it's not just collecting dust. It's practical in its nature. Like reservations, budgeting. Second takeaway is Knight of Pentacles. What is Broth? Clarified by 3 of Swords. No harm, no foul. It's looking good, looking good. Yeah. I'm busting balls, not breaking hearts. I don't know. Anyway, my third takeaway is the Moon card in reverse, new moon energy. We just surpassed that. It's still within the context because it is the 19th, I believe, or it's the 20th. I think it was on the 17th. Oh, okay. 18, 19, 20. Yeah, okay. You're still within it. That's cool. Also a Perth row type of energy. Yeah. And Knight of Cups in reversal. Okay. So this is like illusions, like strangers in the night, exchanging glances, that kind of thing. What are your intentions? What are your intentions with my... Oh my god, I almost said Panani. What? What are you talking about? Okay, let's go. Can I throw this back in here? Yeah, let's throw it back. Let's get a reversal on this, okay? I want somebody to show up for reals, okay? So this one is Lover's card. What the fudge? Okay, anyway, let's see here. Let's trade this new moon for manifestation and something better. Okay. King of Pentacles. Okay. So this is boss energy. This is platonic energy. So this is bossing up, okay? So not everything has to be like all sexual oriented. Let me get one more clarification on that, because like You know? Yeah, I'm getting more platonic from that. Judgment, yeah. I call it like it is, okay? Not like this is something we all must learn and establish in this new life. Like in leveling up, not everything has to be sexually like involved, okay? Like it doesn't always have to be like, oh, are you fuckable? Are you smash or pass? You know, like grow the fuck up, okay? Have better ambitions, okay? When you boss up, not everything has to relate to like if you're fuckable or not, okay? um it doesn't always have to relate, are you my type or not? Like wake up. And so that's what it's saying right there. Like there could be so much like evolution and developments if you could just drop that like shit. Anyway, that's it for now. Okay, all right. There's something about, okay, okay, the 222 portal. Okay, let's get one for that. Just because I want to. Just, well, I want to. Because Judgment came along. 10 of Wands. What? What is going on? We keep seeing this in repetition. What does it mean? Chariot. Okay. So this is a pause. There is like a burden. How am I going to budget and deviate? Delegate the 10 of Wands just as the paradigm. What is it? The leveling up and the. Okay. Okay. So this is kind of like, I don't want to say bleak, but just vague. Chariot card. The moon card, intentions. Okay, so this is examining where you want to go from here, okay? Rather than like checking directions in transit, this is like park it for a second, And strength in reverse. Okay, yeah. So looking at the SWOT analysis, okay, where do we go from here? That's for the 222 portal, okay? FYI, like there's a good landscape and processing of what's being like what's transpired, and there's a good digestion period of it. Also, good response, like so, like neuron, like what like the electrical exchanges, all of those things happening. It indicates something highly useful for determining this type of energy. So positioned very well is what I gotta say. But now that this reading is officially over, I thank all my sponsors, supporters, and donations. If in and of light and love that reciprocate equally and therefore abundantly. Many thanks, blessings be to you. But now that this reading is officially over, I call back all my power, energy, essence, gifts, strength, properties, passions, pursuits, prospects, and loose from those that call upon, cast, generate, bring, magnify, multiply, or any variation thereof, the aforementioned ill will, intent, thought form, pattern, and or entity to pass through the white light of the Holy Spirit for cleansings, for blessings, for reformatting to love and light energy, and to be refortified in me, only me, hassle free, no doubt, and no attachment, except for all bonus points included. But now that this reading is officially over, upon closing the portals in these readings, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mind with their appropriate comments to, assisting with a sequence of rollout in light and love. I close the portals in this reading. Psh, how do I do it? Like that.